So Lopez, he'll never forget it.
2 draws, reputed mini flyweight champion and the current undefeated IBF luck.
Tall. He punches down like losing advantage. He gets low. He takes advantage of it.
Paw, straight right hand, left hook, probably the
mistake you make when you're fighting it.
So you're saying Petelo?
The champ is the champ is the champ.
But up sticks.
And if you
there you are.
Straight left hand up the fight by.
You know, we've seen, but at this low weight, this count a 35-year-old fighter would still be a world-class.
Or Petelo getting low. Wants to Lopez picking him off for the moment as he comes in.
Reminds me that the Korean of himself
First time Petelo gets to Lopez's body, ducks the right hand.
This fight, which was expected to be a sellout originally, number of tickets upwards of 1,500.
Good left hook by Lopez. His corner asked him for more left hook. And Petelo was definitely wobbled by that hook. Now Lopez lands a double left.
This may be Patelo's chance.
Petelo not only was knocked down, but he now has a cut
outside the right eye. That'll happen sometime. He's pointing to his cuff to let Arthur Mercanti Sr. know that he felt he got hit below the belt. Mercanti says to Petelo, attack just now as Lopez is coming in, exactly the way George Foreman suggested.
To understand that you're in a battle match and no one's going to...
Full grin on Patelo's face to say, you know, he is a master, and he picked me clean on that one.
Like waves. You miss him, he hits you, he keeps coming.
Yeah, he's flirting with the low blow penalty because since Mercanti warned him to keep him up, he's landed 2 more below the belt. But neither was a very hard shot. As Lopez backs him up with another.
Digging in those left hooks to the body.
A very stop. Lopez using deft head movement there. The fighters listen to Mercanti.
He should get penalized around for Lopez. To be careful. Craftsman coming back with a perfect firing a right that was a little short.
See how Petelo was allowing his right hand. Yes, and we delivered. You're the one who knew him.
Wonderful guy. Tough and mean, but will give you a kiss.
1,500 or more to the postponement of the fight, and able to travel here.
There are rows at the very. There's probably a walk-up sale.
Lopez has already respect the champion. You want to just keep driving.
Landed on the cup. Again, it wasn't a big shot. Mercanti watched.
About for me in 1969, Kurt, I pushed him. I had to win the second round by knockout. In a lot of championships, thing you get.
He's great. Blood between the eyebrows of it. It looks as though to have one of those nick cuts that can come from the skull-to-skull contact.
Keep coming. Going low. Look.
The head, as well as
scheme of things. And whatever you start roughhousing, I'm going to
give the fighters the instructions and leave them.
Scored through 3.
Okay, Jim, I got it 3-0, 30-22. But it seems to me that he's sharp or harder shot, moving and trying and whatnot. But as he moves in, he's getting nailed by sharp right hands and good.
Perfect timing did. Petelo was moving in and got nailed by a straight right.
He landed a good right himself. They have a lot of power to them, but they keep it in the right spot, right between the eyes.
With the left hand. Lopez fighting slightly more cautiously since the...
Petelo is coming.
And seemingly getting on.
That's what you want to do.
Straight right hand by Lopez. Busts Petelo in the job. Final warning from Mercanti, who says he's going to take a point.
Petelo, that time, Petelo was shaking.
Clean shots by Lopez. A little more mustard. Petelo reaching
up again.
Weight, the fact that he attended went to military school before.
And Petelo appears to have injured and now Petelo is McCanty says, let's go, George.
Yeah, it's like it hurt his shoulder.
Point along the way, I thought I saw him limping a little bit on one leg. Whatever he hurt, he's not thinking about it now to come back in on Lopez. I think he hurt the right.
Sometimes you'll hurt it and it'll just stop right, just like it came and go.
Looks and steps away. Left hook Lopez. Right on.
Plotter doesn't execute any real power. Right hand is hook inside by Petelo. Canty again yelling for Petelo to keep it off. Okay. Thus the absence of a penalty. Comes to a close. We're going to take you to Brian Burwell for a developing story just outside Tito Trinidad's.
That they hadn't cooperated last week in the wake of the disaster, and they had a logistical problem, and she is sensitive about a lot of things, and this is
from local media in the summer, criticisms about how fights are refereed, etc., etc., and going after this fight. So you wonder about the commission as they try to adjudicate the situation in Trinidad's locker room right now.
We had a death in the ring in New York early this summer. We had a dispute, a serious dispute in which a decision was changed involving the Hector Camacho Jr. fight. The commission has been under fire. And I have to ask you something, George. Hey, do you think seriously that he wouldn't fight tonight if he has to rewrap his hands? But what would they do to him? I mean, would they have to strip him? I mean, all these people have come, they've bought tickets, huge amounts of money have been spent here.
Meanwhile, Ricardo Lopez's more accurate punching is beginning to take a tremendous toll on Zolani Petelo. And now Lopez seems to sense that he has in round 6 as he backs the South African fighter into a corner and bangs away with both hands. And now Petelo shows his guts and courage as he fights his way out of the corner and backs Lopez up in.
Petelo has got that's going to make a big difference.
We're seeing that Lopez is not just a master craftsman. He's a fighter.
That's what you got fighters do like that. These champions have the title for a while, make them fight. Don't allow them to just sit and box. You got to make them fight. Hit them all the time.
If you follow CompuBox numbers, the really great craftsmen in most instances will come up with a round or two that shows you how incredibly accurate they can be in the heat of battle. And in the last round, by CompuBox numbers, Lopez landed for a 6. Fighters are bloodied. Both fighters are banging away. And we've got, as Larry Merton said, a real fight, not a boxing match, in the center of the ring.
Petelo is making him extend himself. After going for a knockout, he needs some oxygen. You got to stay right on him. Lopez is needing some oxygen.
For the second round, for the second fight in a row, we have both fighters with eye cuts. We have some serious exchanges going on.
Round 7 begins.
60 to Zolani Petelo's been aggressive, active, throws a lot of punches. He's still getting hit by the real good shots. The cleaner, harder punches are getting them all busted up. So I think Fenito's pitching the shot out so far.
But we were watching those tight shots between rounds, George Foreman, and now
Petelo is coming on, bringing the fight to him. The only way he's going to win this thing is to the four-season champion. Make him throw bodies tonight.
Down the stretch against Rip.
Youth and courage. Also, he has this hunger.
He's already defeated American star from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Straight right hand by Lopez, lands flush. he'll be busy. He threw 88 shots in round 6, and he's headed toward another big number here in round 7. Just trying to keep the pressure on.
Get his feet in position, back out.
Going down to the body. To the body again.
Lopez should have gone for the knockout a little earlier. He's had this kid hurt a few times and he's let him off the hook.
By CompuBox numbers, and Petelo
Trying to look finished, but he sure
Petelo had the momentum and he
beat Lopez.
Petelo learning what super strong in there, but he has balance, capacity to stay the course in 50 fights. And Petelo goes down as much from exhaustion as from a long month in New York, a long way from home for the South African.
The IBF